Live from downtown Vancouver at the Vancouver Film School campus, it's time for EP Live. Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas. This is my buddy Baruti Bear Safi, and we are very happy that you've joined us today. Thank you all for coming out to the VFS Cafe. That's at 390 West Hastings. You are all going to be going to see Onward with us tonight, which is very cool. Thanks to our friends at Disney Canada.
Round of applause for Onward.
Yes. That's one of the cool things about the live audience when you come to see the show in Vancouver at the VFS Cafe. We have movie nights starting, and tonight we're going to go and see Onward, the new Pixar movie, which I'm very excited for. We also have a couple of fantastic guests on EP Live today. A few fantastic guests. We've got two people from the company called Luminosum, and they're going to be talking about Lumo, their new video game. And Anthony Del Cole, who has most recently wrapped up the new Assassin's Creed project. It's called Assassin's Creed Gold on Audible, is going to be talking to us about being a writer and working with all of these incredible characters and properties. But stay tuned for that. First, we've got a rundown to get to, and today we're dedicating it to the PlayStation 2, which celebrates 20 years today. It was launched 20 years ago.
Round of applause. PlayStation 2, one of the best consoles of all time.
Amazing machine, amazing machine. All right, let's get started with your rundown. Now, it looks like Bat fans will have to make some fresh room on their toy shelves. Director Matt Reeves has dropped the first official look at the new Batmobile that will appear in next year's big screen movie, The Batman. The new Batmobile looks a lot like a traditional American muscle car converted into something a bit more superhero-esque, similar to the do-it-yourself look of the new Batsuit, which was revealed just a few weeks ago. It's a safe bet that the new film is going to be a lot more grounded and realistic in tone, similar to Batman Begins, rather than more fantastical, like some of the DC movies like Justice League. The Batman is currently filming and will hit theaters in June 2021. No longer am I concerned about Robert Pattinson being Bruce Wayne and our new Batman. I think he's going to kill it. I love Matt Reeves.
He's going to kill it. I love Robert Pattinson. I think he was kind of stuck as being Edward from Twilight.
Yeah.
And this might be a kind of a breakout role for him because he's been in, was a Good Time, The Lighthouse, what was the other one? The High Life. He's done a lot of films. A lot of them were mediocre. They were okay.
Yeah.
But I think he's just such
He's trying. He's taken it for, he's like serious about his career. He wants to be an actor for a long time.
And he's a great person too, you know, outside of that. Every time I see him, well, just from the interviews you can feel.
Are you standing Robert Pattinson?
Robert Pattinson, call me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Team Edward
Is that what
in
the
Twilight.
Kids say? Stan? You guys know? You guys don't know. You're too old.
I'm a big fan of this more realistic take on the franchise. I think this is what DC really should have done earlier on. I think they were trying too hard to catch up with Marvel by trying to make these mashup movies where they should really treat it like they're animated movies, right? Where it's kind of like a different take 100%. Each time.
I mean, I really feel like, unless you have Kevin Feige in your studio who's got like a master plan and he's got all the characters mapped out on a board, and he can go to the executives and say, I need your billions of dollars to make these because I'm going to make you quadrillions of dollars. Don't just go out and say I'm making a trilogy or I'm making a series of interconnected movies. Make one. Make one that we all love. And then if we love that, then we'll want more. And it worked for Wonder Woman. I think it worked for Aquaman, which surprised the hell out of us. It worked for Shazam. And it worked for Joker, but I don't know if we're going to get more of Joker. But I think this is the attitude and this is the approach for the Batman. And you're right, it should be grounded. Batman is the only superhero where you feel like I could be Batman if I stopped playing
That's
video
only
games.
you, Vic. I think that's you every night.
That was my career idea when I was a kid. Didn't work out. I'm kind of the nerdy Batman, I guess. I'm in a cave playing my video game, so I'm almost Batman.
With a lot of Batman toys.
Yeah, with a lot of Batman toys.
I've seen them.
But the new Batmobile, I love it, and I have to say, I have to underline this. The thing that excites me the most, it doesn't appear to have machine guns attached to it, which always drives me crazy with the Batmobile. Batman hates guns, and every one of these Batmobiles, he's shooting folks. It's just so stupid.
Let's just hope that DC has learned their lesson.
Yeah.
And I think that this is going to be, hopefully this is a bright future, and I do think that, Matt Reeves has what it takes. I thought he did a great job with the Planet of the Apes movies. They weren't obviously phenomenal, but they were great films.
They were phenomenal, especially that last one was outrageously good.
Well, exactly. So we have a great director on board.
Yeah, no, he's amazing. Now let's talk about a character that does put machine guns on his cars. Not even super spy James Bond is immune from the effects of the coronavirus, with fear of the virus causing people to avoid public places, including movie theaters. The new 007 film, No Time to Die, has been delayed by almost 8 months. It was set to hit theaters on April 10th, but will now land on November 25th. The producers say they're doing this following a thorough evaluation of the global theatrical marketplace, which has already taken a hit because of the virus. So don't be surprised if other big movies follow suit. Hopefully everything has worked out well before November. Remember to wash your hands. I think we all know that, yes? Yes,
a round of applause for washing hands. Okay.
Clapping our clean hands
yes.
after washing them. This is a huge bummer. I've been so excited about this Bond movie, and the trailers look incredible, and the imagery just looks amazing. I love Daniel Craig as this character, and I really want this movie to be phenomenal. What this does allow for with the creative team, if they want to tinker and improve, now they've got that time. Maybe they want to make a more realistic-looking Sonic the Hedgehog in this movie.
Okay, Vic, let's not take it too far here.
But they can do some pretty fun things with this if they want to.
This is kind of my train of thought, too, is the Bond movies are not really known for their CGI.
Yes.
I have to imagine this movie's probably done or close to done.
It's been done for a while. I think.
What are the chances now that we're delaying it for 8 months that this thing gets leaked somehow?
Well, I think the smart play, honestly, would be to kind of subvert the whole thing and say a lot of people are going to be stuck in their homes for whatever reason, whether it's their own doing.
Oh, you're going to put it out on Netflix?
Well, they should charge $20 on one of the services, and they probably make a mint doing that, and they could probably still release it in theaters. Maybe reverse the whole chain of how you get a movie out there and experiment with that. If any movie is going to be a good test case for something like that, it's a new James Bond picture, right?
That's right. It's crazy to think that Daniel Craig has also been our Bond for now been 14 years.
It's the longest one.
2006 was Casino Royale.
Amazing.
And it's crazy to think that
he's so phenomenal.
He's good. I think he's probably the best Bond.
I think he is.
He's the best.
I don't think that the films have been as good as Casino Royale, though. That's still the best one.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, and I really hope that this becomes the successor. It supplants it. I hope it's so amazing.
Did he say how much longer he wants to keep going?
Well, this is it.
This is it. I mean, he said this is it for the last 2 movies.
If this racks in $500 million or whatever, $1 billion, I guess they shoot for the billions now. If this goes over $1 billion, I think the studio and the producers will be throwing all kinds of money.
Daniel Craig will be in a cane shooting people.
I mean, what would be cool is if Daniel Craig says, "Look, I'm going to become the new M." You know, he could still be a part of the Bond franchise and transition to something else. You know, and train a new. I don't know. Anyways, it's not my job to think of it. I can't wait to see that movie. All right, now following the success of Jedi Fallen Order, EA isn't slowing down the pace on new Star Wars adventures. An unannounced new game, codenamed Star Wars Project Maverick, has apparently leaked online. Artwork for the game briefly appeared on the official PlayStation Network, showing a Star Destroyer and X-Wings against a red background. There are unconfirmed reports that this will be the first Star Wars project from EA's new Motive studio in Montreal. The artwork has since been taken down, so we'll let you know when official announcements are made. This would be an amazing time to start announcing all kinds of video games because it's likely that E3 is going to be wrapped up too because of this coronavirus. So,
that's true.
And one thing that we will all be wanting to do when we're not out interacting and being social with people is playing lots of video games. So our attention on new video games actually is not a bad thing right now. I'm psyched if EA is thinking about a vehicular Star Wars experience.
Yeah, we have to imagine that this is going to be a fighter squadron sort of game.
Please,
right?
Don't put Tom Cruise in your title.
Yeah,
that's
right. You got to say, Top Gun maybe had some inspiration, but the term Maverick obviously very highly used in aerial situations. But
yes,
I feel like this is an amazing route to go for a game because. Yeah. The last one was it Rogue Squadron on the GameCube?
Flying game?
Yeah, the flying one.
Well, the last one. Well, I mean, the Battlefront games give you
obviously, and then there was the VR mission that you loved.
Love that, yeah.
So this is a great direction, I think. Yeah. I think we've had enough kind of boots to the ground stuff, and we have that with the Jedi Fallen Order.
They
can
now
do
with
so
online
much.
play.
Yeah.
They could do like a total battle royale mode with X-wings and going up against TIE fighters.
Yeah.
There's so many amazing things. The
Very
mind
cool.
boggles, right?
And another series I want to shout out too, I don't feel like gets enough love, is Ace Combat too. I feel like they just released a really fun game.
That was a great game, yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot more space in the gaming industry for flight combat
That's nice.
games.
Very good. A lot more space.
Yeah.
The big PS4 exclusive Death Stranding won't be a PS4 exclusive for much longer. The PC version of last year's post-apocalyptic UPS delivery simulation game will hit Steam.
You got this.
That was a long sentence. The Epic Games Store and other digital platforms on June 2nd. That was a long sentence, just like that was an overly long game.
Oh, we got some shots here.
It will have everything
Hold
from
on.
the console
Hold on.
version, along with new PC-centric features like higher frame rates, a photo mode, and crossover content with the best PC game franchise of all time, Half-Life. Blake wrote that. We expect, it is kind of though. We expect that the way the game runs on a high-end PC will be a nice preview of how the game will likely run on the PlayStation 5 due out this holiday season. Yeah, that's great. You're going to have a pretty good time playing Death Stranding.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I don't collect many things.
Yeah.
But I am a Kojima.
Do you have the baby?
I have the baby.
You bought the baby?
I'm a Kojima fanboy.
my
I have a
God.
shrine in my home that's dedicated to Kojima.
Okay,
I have a little
yes.
signed thing of him. I
Yep.
want to even get a little body pillow of Kojima. Like I'm in there.
Okay.
So
you stand Kojima.
But Death Stranding was a game that I finished.
Yes.
And I told myself, I don't ever want to play that game again.
I immediately deleted it after I finished it too. Yes, I was. It just overstays its welcome, man.
It does.
And part of it is like, and this happens even with the best games. I felt that about Red Dead Redemption 2. It is that it becomes a bit of a job. You're trying to finish these massive things, and it's like, oh my God, my whole life is passing me by.
Yeah.
But I'm like trying to get to the end of this thing. And
Can you imagine being a full-time delivery person and coming home and playing that game?
No. I mean, that was the thing with The Sims that always drove me crazy. It's like, I don't want to do virtual laundry.
Yeah.
I got to do real laundry.
Crazy.
I don't want to do
But-
that. I don't want to cook for my virtual characters. I
Okay,
got to really cook.
enough slamming on Kojima. I love
Yeah.
him too much. Let's give him a chance on his next
Yeah.
game. But I think it's great that, some people really love Death
Well,
Stranding.
there's
It was
a lot of
divisive
beauty in it.
game.
Yeah.
There is a lot of beauty.
There's
in
about 20 hours of beauty in
it.
it.
Yeah, and the great
in
thing,
a 70-hour game.
the great thing we have to also mention is the fact that the PC community might make this a better game.
They might, yeah.
They
yeah.
might turn this. They might, let you fly to your destination and enjoy
So
the beauty much quicker.
The speed run of Death Stranding
Yes.
on PC is over in 5 seconds.
Yes.
I know. That'd be hilarious.
So,
all right. Well,
let's see.
PC game fans have a chance to check that game out very soon.